Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, I'm increasing my warehouse space to prepare for the upcoming event. In this upcoming event, I'm going for Commonwealth. If you take a look at the thumbnail just now, majority of people are going for Commonwealth, and I think it's good because I'm currently in Canada anyway, so I thought that would be a good company I'm going to choose for the upcoming event, which is in a couple of days. And of course, those of you who actually can earn gems from playing games that are linked to so-called TrainStation 2, then I think currently there's a 3-day so-called event whereby I can earn double gems. So better make full use of this few days to get that double gems, so it's prepared for the upcoming events if you intend to use gems for your upcoming events itself. So I myself, I can't do any because I'm an Apple player. So for Android players, there's good luck to you. For me, probably in the country that I'm in, we are only able to do a bit of survey. From the survey, we earn about 2 to 4, a very tiny amount of gems. So of course, there are some surveys that are slightly longer. Some would even earn up to like 30 gems, but that's like a very long kind of survey, and most of the time there's a lot of requirements that will fit in before they accept you to do the full survey. So it's quite lengthy, and most of the time get rejected, and you just give you like 1 or 2 gems. So with that, I just want to talk about this current mini event delivery challenge. Been preparing for a lot of items in a factory so they can make those deliveries as and when requested. There'll be basically 2 kinds, one with 2 stamps and one with 7 stamps. The strategy about this delivery challenge mini event is to focus on the 7 stamps. So whenever there's a 7 stamps, try to deliver everything you can do for the 7 stamps, and only when you have time, then you focus on the 2 stamps. So that is the simple strategy for this mini event. And with that, I also want to tell you that first time after so long, Mosky is not together with me in this competition. And apparently, I think I know why, because I started slightly earlier than normal. So normally I start about 12 hours late. I think he is most of the time that manner, and this time around I start slightly earlier, and I miss him. I think that's fantastic news for him and I. So both of us are really happy, I believe by now, that we are not in the same group. And you know what is so relaxed playing this delivery challenge, because the competitors are here are all very chill, as what I always expected from all events competition itself. Because the purpose actually to start late. When you start late, you wouldn't have very aggressive people who is fighting for the ranks, and eventually you have a very enjoyable event competition, and yet able to get up to top 5. And most of the time, because I'll try to work slightly harder, securing the first is never an issue, until the last Japanese event was really a terrible event for me. Not only that, I missed one of the competition, I met really a very good and aggressive competitor, Mosky, and I'm able to secure the first place for twice, i.e. I lost twice to him, and then eventually I myself only got an opportunity to get first for twice as well. So in generally there were I think 5 competitions, but I missed out 1, so I got like 2 first, and then 2 I think second or third, I can't recall. So roughly about there. So but again, as I mentioned in the this kind of mini event, the another reason why people are a bit less aggressive, because a lot of people don't really bother about this, because like the previous one is about just epic parts, and this one is all about just some coins. So but to me, I really love collecting those coins, because it allows me to increase the train capacity, and of course it's important to increase the population for warehousing upgrading. That is something I really focus on, and I think I got really good friend here in the YouTube channel who actually advised me to take a break from a competition and focus on building up my tiny warehouse. So I've been mentioning to you how tiny my warehouse is. It's not normal for someone of my level to have such tiny warehouse. So if you have a similar problem, but yet at a much lower level, I think that's really good news for you. You should really focus on a 5 building technique and do your stuff to bring up that population. So that is something I've been focusing on while doing this delivery challenge. Given the fact that this delivery challenge, most of the time there's only 2 jobs, so apparently you can do some of those building upgrades So I really have been working on that population increase and managed to upgrade, I think, a couple of times for my warehouse. I'm not so concerned about getting so-called the first for this, although I will still work hard because I know there's 20,000 coins at stake. There's a huge difference if you are at second place versus the first. So I'm checking out the people I'm playing with. I'm really happy that not very aggressive people, because by looking at the company value, I do know that they are not that aggressive. So this is something that is good to know, as you should always be aware of your opponents, how good they are. So nonetheless, I think more importantly is you myself have to work hard either and plan for it. So like I mentioned, I've been trying to fill up the factories to the brim. That's to prepare for this delivery challenge. But at the same time, currently what I'm trying to do is really to prepare items for the upgrade requests of those buildings, and then eventually once I fulfill that, the population will increase slightly, and of course accumulated enough population for a factory upgrade for a few times. Although still tiny, but I'm quite happy to have increased a few hundred additional warehouse spacing. So really thankful for this 5 building technique, and of course the encouragement by one of the friends here. So again, collecting parts, do not shy from collecting them, even you have to watch that 30-second video. You need those parts at the end of the day, because you really need a lot of the parts for your train upgrades. You will not realize that when you're in region 1 and 2, and even in region 3, early part of it, you won't feel so much of a pain. Once you enter into region 4 and even 5, it just get more expensive and exorbitant to upgrade trains. So it's really tough, and most of the time you've been saving hard, a lot of parts, a lot of coins just for one single upgrade. So that's how tough it is. And I will urge you to upgrade all your trains, as many as possible in your current region, because every single upgrade to the fullest, i.e. like assuming there's 20 capacity, you upgrade the common to all the way to 20 from 4. That will allow you to earn some headquarter points. So what's going to happen is that with the headquarter points, you make progression by your headquarters expansion, and once you reach the next tier, you'll be rewarded. So every single expansion there are rewards, be it parts or any other some kind of rewards. It's really good because at the end of the day, you really need those parts for train upgrades anyways. And by upgrading the trains in terms of the capacity, it will only do you good, because in terms of competition and whatnot, you really have to make lesser trips. So every single upgrade is really worth it. I would say that try to upgrade all your trains to the fullest capacity possible. Of course, it's really difficult once you enter into region 4 and 5. 3 maybe still possible, but once you enter the 4 and 5, I think it's really tough. And I urge you not to dismantle any trains that is rare and above. It's really something you're going to work out, and eventually have those trains additional, having duplicates and whatnot, because as I mentioned before, triple restriction, be it the type, i.e. common, rare or whatever, and the engine type, diesel example, and then eventually that is so-called certain region, or region 5. So these are called triple restrictions. Okay, so I just made a capacity increase in the warehouse, so the next one will be increase to 3,900, and then again that's only possible. I think the next immediate milestone is really 4,000 warehouse spaces, and like I said, populations, I really wanted to hit 10,000 as my next milestone. I'm really inching up to 9,000 soon. From what I started is 2,000, where I just realized with the 5 building technique, it really is useful. And I've been really wanting to save the keys. Although I do spend about 1,000 plus keys during the previous mini event, but now with every single leveling up, actually it rewards me with keys. I'm going to save up all these keys all the way to level 300. As you can see from my previous video, I've already collected the last train for this region, and that's only possible whereby I've basically completed all the jobs in this region itself. Alright, so with the continuous working hard on this mini event, as well as upgrading the buildings, you can see every single building is upgraded. 5 buildings, because you always have 4 requests, and 4 of them will require time. As of now, the next immediate target is 4,000 capacity. I'm inching towards that. I'm really happy I managed to do that, taking this opportunity before the next big event coming about. So at the same time, I'm gonna do some upgrades of the trains. Once I hit 20, there'll be another set of headquarter points. So that's something I really wanted to do. And coming towards the end of this video soon, and wish you good luck in your mini event and prepare for the big event coming. Increase your warehouse space, and remember, I'm choosing Commonwealth. If you want, join me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.